Hey everybody, Earl Harrison from Hymns Incorporated here to talk a little bit about what was never one of my favorite subjects in school, but had I had a Braille Sense Polaris at the time, it may have been a game changer for me. I know it is going to be a game changer for a lot of you who are getting involved with the STEM disciplines, science, technology, engineering, and math, or if you're like me, just trying to get through classes like stats and physics and chemistry and things like this, I think you're going to really enjoy what the Polaris has to offer. Because it's way more than what I had when I was a kid. Do I sound old? Yeah, I know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the calculator.
File Manager, F.
I am sharing my Polaris screen already in a Zoom video conference. And I'm going to go to the Utilities menu. What I've done is I press F1 to go to the main menu. That's why we heard File, because that's the first thing in the main menu. I'm going to press U for Utilities.
Calculator, C.
And Calculator is the first thing that shows up here. So I'm going to press Enter there.
Start Calculator, 0.
And of course, we've got 0 in the calculator. And I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick calculation. Let's just a basic. In Nimith Braille, 25
2, 5.
times
Multiply by
14.
1, 4.
Press enter.
350.
350, there's our result. So I could press enter C here and copy the results, but let's say I want to show my work, or I want to show the Polaris's work, rather, and I want to go into the history. I could just press Enter H, or I could just go into the menu system and find out where the calculation history is in the menu system. But I happen to know that the shortcut key is Enter H.
Calculation history dialog. 2514 351 8 list item.
There is the equation that we just created. I'm going to go ahead and copy that to the clipboard.
Copy complete. 2514 351 8 list item.
Okay, now I'm going to go into my word processor. I'll press the F1 key again to go back to main menu.
File Manager, F.
Press the letter W to start the word processor.
Top of document.
And I'm just going to go ahead and press Enter V
Paste.
to paste my equation in here.
25 times 14 equal 350.
And there it is, in the body of a word processor.
End of document point 350.
Now, when I did that,
350.
we actually automatically went into the math edit mode. And I can exit math edit mode by doing backspace M.
And Nimith mode.
And it actually says and Nimith mode. Of course, the Polaris supports both Nimith math and UEB math. And you'll see that
25 times 14 equal 350.
my work has actually been dropped into the body of a word processor in perfect visual math. So let's go ahead and bring up that editor again.
Start Nimith mode.
And again, I've started Nimith mode, and I'm going to go ahead and start typing in an equation here. Let's do 2y.
Number 2, y.
Equals
Point equal
3x.
3x.
Oh, I forgot my
X,
number sign.
3.
I got to remember proper Nimith here. 3x
3x
plus
plus
5.
number 5.
Okay, so I've got my equation, and now let's say I want to graph this. So I'm going to press backspace, enter G.
2 equal 3x plus 5. 2y equal 3x plus 5, 1, 1 list item.
And what's happened here quite seamlessly is we've launched a graphing calculator called Polaris Math. So if you observe, I press F2, F3. I'm going to cycle between all my open applications right now. It's kind of like our Alt-Tab for the Polaris if you're familiar with Windows commands, or Command-Tab if you're in the Mac world.
Task name, Zoom.
So Zoom.
Task name, Calculator.
Calculator.
25 for task name, Word Processor.
There's our word processor.
3x plus task name, Polaris Math. 2y equals 3x plus 5, 1, 1 list item.
And here I've got 1 of 1 in this list. I'm going to press enter.
2 to list item.
And I can just continue graphing here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to type in
number sign
3y
y
equals
point equal number sign
2x
2x
plus
plus
5.
number 5
Oh, let's call this one 4.
5 4
Press enter.
3 3 list item.
And as I'm typing, although I can't see it at the moment to confirm this, it should be showing graphs. Not only should it be showing graphs, if there are intersecting graphs, they should be showing them in color in real time as I type here. So let's go ahead and say I want to explore these two equations and see if we can explore the graph that's generated.
3 equal 2x plus 4 2 3 list item.
I'm going to go ahead and select this equation with enter space.
Selected 3 equal 2x
You have to
plus
add
4 2 3
enter.
list item.
Usually on the Polaris, when you select something, you just press space, right? Well, if you did that here, you'd be adding to the equation. So you have to add the enter and press space.
3 3 list item. Selected 3 3 list item.
Oh.
Selected 3 equal 2x plus 4 2 2y equal 3x
Yeah, this is
plus
the one
5. Selected 2y equal 3x plus 5 1 3 list item.
Okay, and let's say I want to take a look at the output of this. I'm going to go into the menus of the Polaris Math here.
File, edit, E, graph, G, output, O, hold down
There's
menu.
output, and here
Display tactile graph, T, enter T menu item.
I can either display the tactile graph or
Send to embosser.
I can actually
Enter T
send
menu
it
item.
to an embosser. So I'm not connected to an embosser, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to
Display tactile graph, T, enter T menu item.
navigate back up to this display tactile graph, and I'm going to press enter.
Converting image.
I hear converting image. So it's actually creating the graph that I can now, I see the x-axis and I see where the y-axis is. And if I navigate quickly, I can actually follow the curve of the graph. And I don't understand any of it because I only, I never was very good at math, but man, I tell you, if I had this, I mean, I know I sound old. I was lucky to have paper and pencil when I was at your age, right? So that's how we can actually graph. I'm going to actually go out of here. We can actually view a graph in Braille. I'm going to go ahead and escape out of here.
Selected 2y equal 3x plus 5 1 3 list item.
And now what I want to do is go ahead and copy that graph into that word processor document that I had previously started. I happen to remember
Successfully inserted math graph.
that the keystroke was enter G. I don't know, I could forget G for graph, right? So if I go back to my word processor.
Task name, Polaris math. Selected to one task name, zoo.
Actually, it did. It brought me right into the word processor.
Task name, calculator. Task name, word processor. New paragraph.
You can see, those of you who can see the video, that my graph, in fact, had been inserted into that document. And that's all I know about the math for the Polaris. I'm pretty excited about it because I know that a lot of you are going to really, really be able to take this and run with it. That's it. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for joining me. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.